What's up, guys? We are in the end game now. Tomorrow, me and everybody else who has gotten their tickets for the early screening of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is going to witness the greatest movie of all time. So today, for my final video in the Countdown series, I am going to be reviewing some of my personal fan theories and some that you guys put in the comments. And mine are ranked in order of plausibility, so let's get started. Number 5, every time Puss dies, he enters an alternate universe, because what I figured is that this would explain the Three Bears and the Big Bad Wolf being different iterations of the characters, and because, as we've seen with the MCU, there aren't a ton of differences in most alternate universes. Kitty's still the same, Gingy's still the same. It's been proven that there are alternate universes in the Shrek cinematic universe before. Obviously, with what I covered yesterday, Shrek Forever After, and the Adventures of Puss in Boots, where, in the Netherworlds, there are all these, alternate universe clones of Puss with different personalities. And basically how this would work is that every time Puss dies, he would be in the exact same time and place he died, but he's waking up in another universe, and he's unaware that he's waking up in another universe. And I mean, this theory is pretty unlikely, because I don't think they would go that length to explain the redesigns, but I mean, it would tie up some loose ends from the different versions of Big Bad Wolf and Three Bears we've seen in the trailers. Number 4, I really hope this one doesn't come true, but Perrito is a twist villain. I really doubt it, because, all the cast and crew have just described him as a ray of sunshine, but DreamWorks has pulled this crap a lot. In my opinion, the first Puss in Boots did it the best with the Humpty Alexander Dumpty reveal, that he was tricking Puss the whole time with this mission, that he's always been there, waiting to get his revenge. And then, after the first Puss in Boots, they exhausted the heck out of this with, Trolls. I forgot the character's name, because not a huge Trolls fan, but, one of the Trolls characters, sold them out at the end. Trolls World Tour, where, the new character, the Western, Centaur thing was a twist. I believe he was supposed to be like an assassin or a bounty hunter. And then Boss Baby with the main villain, Francis, I believe it is, being the former boss at Baby Court. And then even Titan / Hal to a degree in Megamind, because he starts off the film as, an idiotic character, and then he eventually molds into the villain known as Titan. And Perrito does seem to be the only character in the movie who isn't slightly evil, because the crew, like I said, Joel Crawford said this, ton of the other crew members said this, and hopefully this doesn't turn out to be plausible, but I mean, given the amount of times DreamWorks has done this, it wouldn't even be surprising to me. Number 3, the post-credit scene isn't a Shrek reveal. This one is actually more likely than you would think. Given the amount of cameos we've seen at this point, it's obvious Shrek is making a comeback eventually, but I think this could be more focused on Puss and Kitty. There is a post-credit scene, guys, by the way, 100% that is confirmed, but I really hope it focuses on Puss and Kitty, maybe even giving us a look at a certain romantic ceremony involving the two of them, because, I mean, come on, we all want to see that at this point. I also think what could happen is, I mentioned this earlier to a few of my subscribers, but I think we could see the silhouette of Shrek, but then it's another character carrying something that looks like Shrek. That's the reveal to throw everyone off. And I mean, this makes more sense than people would think, because it's teasing Shrek 5 without actually making the whole movie rely on the Shrek cameo and taking away the effect of The Last Wish as a standalone spin-off. And it would also not get the internet fired up just yet if they have redesigned Shrek. And I'm gonna say, if Shrek does show up in the post-credit scene, I think they have totally redesigned him, and people are gonna be really mad. So I hope the movie doesn't take the route of revealing him just yet, but I think it will, to be honest. I think they are going to completely cash out, and I just think that this Puss in Boots movie should be Shrek free. Very unpopular opinion, because I think it just needs to stand on its own 2 feet, and they probably aren't going to take that route, but I really hope they do not show Shrek in this movie. Number 2, I had a lot of fun coming up with this theory. 8 people die after Puss gets the wish. And while this is pretty unlikely because of how morbid it is, I think it has merit. I believe the wishing star could backfire and Puss could get his lives back, but then he has to sacrifice himself again to save whoever died. The wishing star could say, alright, here's your lives back, but 8 people are going to die in your place. What also backs this theory up is that there are 8 main characters other than Puss: Kitty, Perrito, the wolf, the 3 bears, Jack Horner, and Goldilocks. I think they could all potentially die, and then Puss forfeits the wish to save them, realizing that he has to be selfless instead of getting his lives back. And my number 1 theory, Puss dies. While this would be an extremely morbid way for the movie to end, it would go along with the marketing that, every legend has an end, and it would serve as a proper ending for Puss's character. The podcast Baseless Speculation theorized that Puss gets the wish, gets his lives back, and then loses 8 again trying to protect Kitty, as the villains kill him 8 times, and I honestly love this theory. I think it could very well come true, but given the darker tone of the film, I wouldn't be surprised if they off Puss completely to end the Puss in Boots movies. And it also seems like they had this film take place after the Shrek movies to up the stakes, maybe signaling to us that there is a very high chance that he could die. And now I'm getting on to your theories. The first one is from Lily Rose, and she said that Perrito and Kitty will probably have to enter the Cave of Souls, right? What do you think they would see? This is in reference to when Puss enters the Cave of Souls in the movie, sees his previous 8 lives, and hopefully get some character building out of that scene, all while the wolf is chasing him through this cave. So, I gave this a little thought, and I think Kitty would see some of her past heists, maybe even some painful memories with Puss, or happy memories with Puss, like both coinciding with each other. And I think she would obviously see the day that she got her claws removed. I really hope they don't show that, because I'm not ready for that level of emotional impact in this movie. But who knows, they might. And then Perrito, I can't say what exactly. I do know roughly what happens to Perrito, but I do know that he has a very sad backstory in this movie. And I think him going into the Cave of Souls, it would reveal a little more of that, and how he kind of, how he's developed as a character, and developed an infectiously happy personality. And next one is from Devon Lee, and his theory is that I think Puss in Boots: The Last Wish will end with setting up something for Shrek, or something between Puss and Kitty. And, yeah, 100%, my guy, 100%. I completely think that it will end with, I think it'll actually end with both a Shrek cameo and, a really nice wrapping up of Puss and Kitty's, story. And, I really hope, in the last scene, they just nail that emotional impact, and I think that'll be really, really special. And, Jackie Balsan, her theory, maybe Jackie Balsan, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, I probably butchered it, but, her theory is that Puss decides to keep his one life after listening to what Kitty says, and the 2 of them plus Perrito make a wish together. Also really want something big to happen involving Puss and Kitty. I love this theory, and I think this is very, very plausible. Given what we've seen, how Kitty is trying to persuade him, you don't need 8 lives, you only need 1 meaningful one, live it to the fullest. And, it would be really nice to see, team friendship coming together to make that wish, and, yeah, I love that theory. And, this one is from, Samantha LaRusso. She says, I think Puss and Kitty will be a family and have children by the end, or Shrek could be the post-credits and show his kids grown up a little bit more. I'm not prepared to cry. And, I've heard this several times that, people think that, either Puss and Kitty are going to be married and have children, even adopt the three Diablos. I've heard the three Diablos one a lot. And also that, Shrek's kids could be in it, and Shrek is a bit older. That would be a really nice way to go into Shrek 5 and kind of, set it up as a different sequel than the other ones. And it seems like kind of when they revealed, what the script was revolving around, for the original Shrek 5, I don't know if that's changed or not with Illumination. That's kind of what they were maybe going for. And, my final, fan theory for today from my comments is from Isabella Vasquez, and she says, "My theory is that Puss is near death on his last life. He then sees flashbacks of all his past lives, including Puss's mom giving him the boots. I also think it will show Humpty Dumpty as well as many characters from the first film." I 100% agree, and with the wolf saying lives flashing before your eyes in the trailer, this is definitely, I'm sure, gonna happen, like, 100%, and, because they redesigned Imelda, they only revealed this today, they redesigned her. I cannot wait to see what they do with Humpty for this movie, if he's going to look just drastically different, or what they ended up doing. And I also can't wait to see, some of the moments in the first movie between Puss and Kitty redesigned, if that's the route they're going, and, given a fresh visual twist, in 2022. But anyways, that's all the theories for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I will be seeing the film tomorrow and reviewing it as soon as possible for you guys, and I will see you later. Bye for now.